Hi everyone, my name is Shape. I am a man. I thought I was a woman. For 10 years, started transitioning in my early 20s. I have OCD, so quickly I got obsessed with transition. Went to Fenway House in Boston, was able to get on hormones rather quickly. Hormones messed me up actually. I became more depressed, more sad, more suicidal. But I attributed it to being still in the wrong body, that I needed to like complete my transition. I just regret even being part of this movement. That's why for years anyways, I struggled. I kept on having more revisions, trying to fix, because I wanted to be able to connect with another person again and have sex the way I imagined it was supposed to be in my head. So I ended up having more revisions, ended up getting colon vaginoplasty, where they cut out like a piece of your colon and try to create like more of a tunnel in you. But that failed as well, and actually upon revision from that surgery, I ended up with a colorectal fistula, which was completely scary. Thankfully, I didn't have to wear a colostomy bag. After that, I got very, very depressed. I wanted to, check out of this reality because I just felt like my life was over. Psychiatrists never told me that I possibly had body dysmorphia. And as I started getting this feminization surgery, I still wasn't feeling sexy. I was still not feeling comfortable in my own body. I still felt ugly. I just feel like a lot of people are going to get hurt with this affirmation only model. People are not given proper mental health help. There is detrans women in my community that are missing their breasts, and they had double mastectomies when they were underage, pretty much. They haven't even had a chance to grow into their womanhood. I feel very stuck. I don't feel like full detransition is possible for me. So for me, detransition is more of a state of mind, just coming to realizations that I've been pretty much lied to, that I'm not a woman. And my blueprint was male, and I destroyed it through surgeries and hormones. Yeah.
What would you say is the most important thing you've learned in all of this journey of yours?
Don't trust big pharma. Do your own research. Gender exists on a spectrum. Feelings change, but biological reality doesn't change. And being medical patient for life and slave to big pharma is not fun. When trans community says regret rate is 1% and complication rate is 1%, that's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Bullshit, and you guys need to hear this. What they don't really tell you is that the body treats you as a wound.
It tries to close up.
Yes, constantly trying to close up. In my case, it started shutting down right away pretty much. So I got a revision. Like a few months later, I was back on operating table, and I got blamed at the time that like you didn't dilate enough, even though I was religiously dilating, and I couldn't understand. It's just patient blamed pretty much. Now that I talk to other people, it's the same happened to them, that's what they don't tell you,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's like, so they kept on blaming me for not dilating enough, and so they did the surgery, which they just opened me back up, and they're like, you have 8 inches, congrats. And I was like excited. So I drove back to Massachusetts, and by the time I got home, pretty much I already lost 1 inch. I couldn't dilate back up. I was like,
oh my gosh,
okay, I'm gonna save the 7 inches. That's plenty, and I was like putting stents in me, driving a car with a dildo inside of me and with tight panties, like to the point that I couldn't even pee. And then my back started hurting like 2020. I thought it was a mattress issue. I kept on like, oh my God, my back hurts so much. If I sit up, then I went to chiropractor, and he was like, you have scoliosis. And again, like my paperwork is female. So, and again, I'm like, don't want to tell like random people that don't need to know that I'm trans, it's like, and he was like, I guess if I told him earlier, he would have put 2 and 2 together that maybe it was hormone related. But then I did some more research, and I ended up going for that finally bone scan in 2021, maybe. I realized I had like osteoporosis in my spine. It's pretty bad, but honestly, my story is not as bad because there's other detrans male. They have it worse. There's people who have no sensation in their like groin.
I saw a viral post from another detransitioner who said that you could literally stab his genitals with a knife and there is no sensation.